It says, verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness, and says, and his end without to be without honor. And I'm gonna grab it, even though I spoke on it before. Get it amplified. It's tripping. This Proverbs 15 and 33. It says, the reverent and worshipful fear the Lord brings instruction and wisdom. It says, and humility comes before honor. You know what I'm saying? So we getting humble. When you do something that's messed up and whatnot and stuff, and people put you on blast, that's humiliating. It's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what the embarrassment does and stuff? It causes you to seek the Lord 10 times more since we came astray. That embarrassment would have never came and whatnot. That shame and stuff would have never came and whatnot and stuff if we live correctly and stuff in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. But since we did and stuff, guess what? That's why it came. But remember, even in that, the scripture says that open rebuke is better than secret love. You know what I'm saying? Because that embarrassment stuff tends to get you right because you don't want to feel that all the time. You either gonna turn into a raging bull, you know what I'm saying, right? You either gonna change into a raging bull, you know what I'm saying, trying to destroy everything, tear all shit up, tie everything up, right? You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna sit up here and be like, I don't wanna go through this again. You know what I'm saying? Because King David and stuff got told, that guess what? After that parable by the prophet Nathan, you know what I'm saying, or Nathan, you know what I'm saying? King David got told, it's like, look, you you're doing this, on this is happening to you and stuff because you did it unto other. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It was worse. And what was that worse? That all his wives and his concubines and stuff get sexually slain and stuff by his own son who wanted his position, right? Meaning that he had sex with his his father's wives. And I'm talking about Absalom, right? Yeah. Right, right. And guess what? That was humiliating. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? King David did it in secret, but the Lord put it out there on blast and stuff when it came down to King David. You know what I'm saying? And all of Israel seen that, and the people and stuff gaping. Because just like people gossip and whatnot and stuff, shit. You know, you know how people be like, can you keep a secret and whatnot and stuff, and they say that to everybody when the whole time they spreading it to everyone, right? So pretty much the stuff what happens is that when it came down to King David and stuff, that's what happened when it came down to him. You know what I'm saying? His business was put out there, so he had to deal with the shame, right? That's the same one. And the people and stuff was gapping and stuff like lions, how they just had their mouth hang and whatnot open, right? That's what was going on and stuff when it came down to King David. And the thing is that I don't know if that's his girl or not, but the thing is that he had to go through that shame and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, for him to be punished. You know what I'm saying? Plus another thing that he had to live a life of war, right? So with that being the case, it's like with that being the case and whatnot and stuff, uh, yeah, with that being the case, uh, 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 you know, he had to deal with that. He had the crown and stuff, and then he was thrown down and stuff. And when you're in them high positions. You know what I'm saying? I think years ago and stuff, what's his name? Cole from Martin, the TV show Martin, the Martin Lawrence show. And what happened? You had Cole. what happened? He had what was it? He had they saw him working at some car dealership and whatnot and stuff. You see, and then with him working and stuff at that car dealership, with him working at that car dealership and stuff, pretty much what happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had you know, when they put on World Star Hip Hop and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it was funny. It's like, damn, you used to be in the big leagues and stuff. Everybody's finding out about Hollywood now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you used to be in the big leagues and stuff, and now you over here working at a car dealership and stuff. And more than likely and stuff, that embarrassed his ass so much and stuff where it's like, you know what? He went right back and stuff towards them. Just like when it came down to Cat Williams at a time and stuff, right? What happened when it came down to him? He was trying to bring out all this and all that and stuff when it came down to his comedies, acting like they weren't gonna try to mess with him and do anything and whatnot, and they butt break him. Why? Because he had the same hair and stuff like Takashi 6ix9ine and stuff, that rainbow shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, in his head that he didn't get to choose to look ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? To be entertainment stuff for the elites. You know what I'm saying? You know, and had his ass in the fucking commercial and whatnot and stuff. Cause it's like, look, we gonna touch this, we gonna touch that. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave you out here looking through. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave you out here looking through, right? You know, and what did he do and stuff? You know, he humbled himself, paid homage and whatnot and stuff to get back his positions. Even though they showing all that, you know, it's like, oh, I'm getting money some other type of way and whatnot. The elites own everything. You see, the elites literally own everything and whatnot and stuff. You know, and it's like, he think that he doing something and stuff some other type of way, and it's like he forgot and stuff that guess what, we own everything, baby. We own everything and whatnot and stuff. So guess what, you still going through us even though you trying to use some other type of organization that we allow the stuff to work within within our area, man. You see, right? So this is you know, right, you know, they do that when it come down to them and whatnot and stuff. But when it come down to men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? You know, because our lives is already on the line. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't know what the Lord and stuff established for us, but when it come down to it and stuff, the thing is that we gonna do and stuff what's right. We gonna lean towards Yahweh Shem Shai because even Edomites, and this is their kingdom. You know what I'm saying, right? They're even suffering in their kingdom and stuff, and they complain about an ungodly father. And yeah, they probably look towards Joe Biden and Trump and whatnot and stuff, but they just puppets and stuff that look like the leaders. You know what I'm saying? And they know what the real elites are and whatnot. And they're the reason and stuff why they sitting on gold and stuff and everything else and stuff is trillions of dollars in debt. You see? They know who it is, so they just can't touch them. You see? Right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and 4. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. It says, and that embarrassment, those underdog situations, you know what I'm saying, which is going to just hype up in the persecution. You know what I'm saying, you know, what it says in Isaiah 57, you know what I'm saying, that some die. Scriptures talk about how the righteous and stuff, you know, perish and whatnot, and nobody take account of. You know what I'm saying, you know, but here it is and stuff that perishing is just making us stronger and closer to the Lord, and also causing us to put more faith into him because we pretty much get shown and stuff how much of a worm that we are. We get shown and stuff how much of a worm that we are and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So when it come down to a worm probably got 5 hearts, you know what I'm saying? But all it takes is one step on and whatnot, even if you're careful. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a silly dove and whatnot, a pigeon and stuff walking when there's traffic coming and stuff and they don't fly off in time enough. What tends to happen is stuff, they get crushed. You see, all it takes is one wheel, and I'm pretty sure it takes one wheel from a bus for anybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, shoot, all you got to do is get struck by a bus and stuff that's moving a little bit too fast and stuff, and guess what? That velocity gonna take you down and stuff with all that weight. You see? But anyways, You know, anyways and stuff. When it comes down to it, uh, 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 it just puts us in a position to start to lean upon Him and stuff. Cause guess what? We all need help. You know what I'm saying? Why not have help and stuff from the Father of spirits, or hope that within your predestination and whatnot and stuff, that not only you predestinate and stuff onto everlasting joy. You know what I'm saying? Everlasting joy and whatnot and stuff. You know, but that he with you. You know what I'm saying? Cause shoot, the Lord said He gonna bless us openly and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? It might not look like much to other people and whatnot and stuff, but that blessing openly, eventually that line, they're gonna see it, and it's gonna cause a lot of people to hate. It's gonna cause a lot of people and stuff to change. It's gonna cause a lot of people and stuff to convert and stuff and stay with it. Especially if that First Peter 4:1 and stuff is happening. Go to them scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Eventually at a time you're gonna get tired. It's like, shoot, I'm tired of going off. I'm tired of getting messed up. I'm tired of going through this and tired of going through that and stuff. You know what? It's time for me to get my act together and stuff. And when them blessings come through and stuff, it's like, shit, I'm finna stay here. I'm finna stay here. You know, things could have been worse and whatnot and stuff, but you know what? I'm finna stay here. I'm not finna go back to that other shit that kept fucking me over and whatnot and stuff. I'm finna stay here. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna make room in here. What the Lord said, He said, to a poor man, every bitter thing is sweet. You know what I'm saying? Right? The scriptures also talk about, a man in his mean cottage. You know what I'm saying? You seen Shrek. He had that little bit of land and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That little ass hut and whatnot and stuff, but he was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? He went over there trying to look for some big ass castle when he could have made that into a swamp, but he was good with the little ass hut that he had. You see? Right? You know? Bear with the little things and whatnot and shit to get them grand and great things and stuff in the end. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be sitting up there with your head down. Well, we're still Israel and stuff, but you over here like, damn, I should have listened. Man, I should have paid attention. And I ain't talking about the worldly things. I'm talking about when it comes down to the truth. Man, I should have paid attention, man, because, they was right. You got to feel with that inner guilt in the kingdom while you still get gold and precious stones and your bedroom look beautiful and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Imagine your arch nemesis being your father in the kingdom. Imagine your arch nemesis on this side and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to have some Batman and Joker thing. You know what I'm saying? And Joker, and you the joke, and somebody and stuff is a joke and stuff trying to get you down, trying to win and prevail here and there and whatnot and stuff. And they wake up and they Israel too, and they find out that Batman is their daddy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, this is absurd. Or what's his name? Luke Skywalker. When he found out that Anakin and stuff, which was Darth Vader and stuff, he was like, I am your father. And Luke, and what was Luke? He was over there like, no, 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 this can't be true and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of recognized and stuff because his powers within the Force was damn near the same like Anakin's. It's just that Anakin and stuff, aka Darth Vader and stuff, he was a prodigy. But then and then his son and stuff was a child of prophecy and whatnot. I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. Probably should revisit and stuff. Do a couple of sit downs on this stuff if the spirit works within that. But when it comes down to it, stuff it's like this. Uh, 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 Imagine that the individual that's doing this truth, and you talking shit and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You talking shit. You doing everything and say, "Oh, I hate him. I woot the woo." Not only be your slave owner and stuff when it come down to the heathens, but when it come down to the children of Israel, he your fucking father. He your daddy, or that female that you was talking shit about and making fun and with the woo. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you was all that in the bag of chips and stuff when you should have been humbling yourself down too. You know what I'm saying? When it just seems impossible and stuff because you a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord can make it possible. You know what I'm saying, right? And that individual and stuff be your mother in the kingdom. Never thought about that, did you? Nobody pay attention to that. You know, an individual and stuff who's lighter skinned than you and stuff, or they weren't as flashy as you and whatnot and stuff, but they flashy in the kingdom because they your parent now. And then you're gonna recognize and stuff, because just like how we're gonna be able to recognize and stuff, certain spirits and stuff that scoffed us, they're gonna recognize and stuff who they scoffed. And that's not gonna be funny in there and stuff. It's like, it's you. You know, like what's his name? Scar from Lion King. Even though it wasn't Mufasa and stuff, but since Simba was a splitting image, you know what I'm saying? You know, he thought it was Mufasa and stuff coming back for revenge. You know, and I always think through the spirit and stuff. I know I'm doing a lot of talking. So lock it. I'm finna be done. Right? I'm finna finish up. Uh, I always think about it. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to that and stuff, when it come down to sky, even though they vice versa, you know what I'm saying? If you can see it and stuff, when it come down to the color of the fur, right? Pretty much and stuff. What happens is that you have, they try to make Sky and stuff. He's brown, black hair. You know what that is? That's supposed to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, and what's the Sky? The sins. You know what I'm saying? Simba with the red hair and stuff, and the tawny look and whatnot and stuff, right? You know, with the tawny look and whatnot and stuff. You know, that's supposed to represent Esau, right? So when it come down to it, right? When it come down to it and stuff, right? The thing is, when it comes down to it and stuff, the thing is that you know how they vice versa and stuff, right? But anyways, the thing is that imagine you get slain by some nigga or female. I know it's gonna be embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? But say if you do, right? Say if say if you do, say if you do and whatnot and stuff, but then they gotta realize and stuff that after the Lord destroyed them however way and whatnot and stuff, and they wake up, you know what I'm saying? You know, or something else better. What if they get a bunker? Because it's gonna be Jakes and stuff who's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? They get a bunker and whatnot, and they hide amongst the heathens and whatnot and stuff, woo to woo, and it's not in the favor of the Lord. And the thing is that you come through there and stuff, and it's like, remember me? They over like, no, no, because you gotta. It's like, oh, right. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Redeal Hitler and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? How they tortured him and messed with him and stuff, and atrocities and stuff that happened when it came down to having power and abusing it, right? Just imagine you sitting up here, you know, you letting them know and stuff. It's like, it's me. Remember me and with the wound and stuff, and they over there getting angry and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? They out of power now. You know, and like most villains do and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They ask for forgiveness, and when you give them forgiveness and stuff, as soon as you turn their back, turn your back and stuff. Guess what? Ain't they trying to shoot you or stab you in the back? You know what I'm saying? You maneuver them some type of way and stuff where you're not the one who kill them and stuff, but they get killed by some other motion or movement and stuff that throw them off their game and they fall to their death. You know how it be. I'm thinking about Quasimodo, right? But you know, right? But when it come down to and stuff, right? When it come down to and stuff, imagine, you know, it's like, no, you're dead, because they know that it's like, I watched you die. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Agent Smith and stuff, when it came down to Neo, you know what I'm saying? You know, I watch you die and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But then he was alive again. Imagine that. And you got power now. And you swole. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you running through things and stuff, like you running through a bouquet of feathers and stuff falling from the sky and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? That is heavy artillery. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm thinking about when Incredible Hulk and stuff, when he was chasing at the Black Widow and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And she was getting out that jam. You saw how easily he was able to go through that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, It could take a swole, it could be a swole individual and stuff. And guess what? If they ain't paying attention and stuff, and they got to turn the corner, but they hit the edge of the corner and stuff, don't the corner stop them in their tracks? Hey, but anyways, this is Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. I mean, just imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom of chapter 5 and 4. It says, we fools, in the Apocrypha, it says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered or her among the children of Yahweh Bashim Yashai? And his or her lot is among the saints. It says there, because guess what? You know, it's not going to look like they winning. You see? You know, they might get a little his and theirs and whatnot, but it's not going to look like they're winning. So it's gonna baffle the people and stuff like how how you know like what's his name, Iroh, you know what I'm saying, from Avatar, the first one, not the one with Korra, you know what I'm saying, even though they got a little dark with that and stuff. I wish they would have done that with AIM, but you know they did what they did. But when it comes down to it and stuff, when it comes down to it, Iroh and whatnot and stuff, they was like, and look at you, dragon of the West and whatnot and stuff. And he was in prison. And, he had they had him locked up and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? His hairs was all strangled and whatnot and stuff. And he was tossing his food anywhere. And he was eating those fruits and stuff. And he was using his cage and stuff as a pull-up bar, getting swole. So when that day came, when the comet came, you know what I'm saying, he was going to be strong as hell. When the day came and stuff, he was gonna be strong. You know, uh, 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 he was gonna be strong as hell and whatnot and stuff. And when the people came, he told old girl and stuff to leave, who still had favor in him. You know what I'm saying? Which is a guard. And guess what? That can happen in real life too, where you got individuals who believe. You know what I'm saying? And they might be guards or in these positions. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the government and whatnot, and don't be scared because I made mention of that. That's found within the scriptures, and they fucking know already before me speaking on it on any other brother. But when it comes down to it and stuff, he told girl don't come on that day and whatnot. And then you just saw those other guards and stuff that was treating him like shit and stuff after he was well respected. And the thing is that they was all on the floor, helmets and stuff off. You know what I'm saying? You see the little burn because they firebenders, right? You see the little burnt edges and shit and stuff. You see the little burnt edges and shit and stuff on their clothes and whatnot, and he was like a monster. I never seen that before and whatnot. Imagine, motherfucker talking shit about you and stuff, and the next thing you know, you be the individual and stuff who had that power and stuff, and you going crazy on these people. You know what I'm saying? You going crazy on them. You know, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know, you doing this, you doing that. So like that. But you doing this, you doing that and stuff, and it's like how? Or imagine, because somebody that's super swole and whatnot and stuff, they shoulders and stuff is the same size as they head and whoop the whoop, or they pecs and whatnot and stuff. You punch them, you know what I'm saying? You like that drunk dude and stuff off the new Dragon Ball Z Broly movie and whatnot. He punched him in his chest, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't do nothing. He was just as big as him, but you small as hell. Small than a motherfucker, slender than a motherfucker and whatnot and stuff. And it's like he can't budge. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody and stuff who try to who was it and stuff. This was from the Arthur show. You know what I'm saying? WTTW, PBS Kids and whatnot, right? When you had the two classes going against each other and stuff, and they won because Arthur, it's a gentle hand to rule the land. And he was like, "Hey, I got it," and he pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "We have a new king." And then you had the other one, Ratborn's brother or whoever the fuck he was and stuff, and he was over there, the teacher, and he was over there. It's like, Arthur, I couldn't bust that sword. With the woo, just imagine, bro. That's gonna be the elect. That's gonna be the elect. The 144,000 to 1/3, the innumerable multitude and whatnot. They're gonna look like they're not going to make it when the whole time the Lord is in great favor of them. You know what I'm saying? You see, it's going to look like that. And of course it's going to baffle. Because you're going to have a whole bunch of people and stuff who's going to be doing the best that they can, you know what I'm saying, to try to get you to not be able to make it and whatnot, because they see that you on the path to doing so. But guess what? If the Lord already predestined you and stuff to make it, there's nothing these people do and stuff but mess themselves over and stuff on how diligent they are and trying to doing fucked up shit instead of getting on the right path. Because this with this truth, this is what it is. You know how they say if you can't beat them, join them. Well, that's what it's supposed to be. If you can't beat them, join them. If you can't beat them, join them. And a lot of them ain't gonna join the truth. They want their way to work, so therefore they gonna feel miserable, right? So this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and 5, it says, "How is he or she numbered amongst the children of Yahweh, and his or her, or his and her lot is among the saints. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth." It says, "And the light of righteousness have not shined unto us." It says, "And the sun of righteousness roll not upon us." These people cannot sit up here and say that they didn't know. You know, Noah prophesied for 100+ years. That was plenty of time. You see, but when that water and stuff dropped and dripped on somebody's head and whatnot, and they was wondering what it was, when it got crazies and the crazy and heaven opened up, when it got crazy and stuff, and heaven opened up and stuff, what happened? Uh, 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 when, you know, got crazy and stuff, and heaven opened up. What happened? You know, you had them people over there. You know, I'm thinking about Belle from Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon. You know what I'm saying? You know, when she was like, let us out, and she couldn't really do anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can just imagine the people over there with the big ass pieces of wood and stuff knocking on the boat and stuff. It's like, let us in, let us in, let us in. I don't know. But let us in, let us in, let us in. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like, I can't, bro. I can't. I can't. Like old boy that was burning in the Tesla and stuff. I can't. Because remember the Lord said that he the one who stuff who locked that door. Right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and 6. It says, "Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined onto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us." You see, you know. So they're gonna realize that the Lord wasn't fucking with them and their methods. You see, they're gonna realize and stuff the hard way. You see, and it says, verse 7, it says, "We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction." You see, you know, this is gonna be a big eye opener and stuff for these people, for the side that they chose. You see, and you got things and stuff that's ongoing. You know, you got people out there. It's like, once this happened and stuff, they can no longer repent and whatnot and stuff. And it's like, motherfucker, that's if they chose it. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's all based off by choice. Job 4:7, "Whoever perished being innocent and stuff." The Lord got to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, the Lord ordained this person or that person and stuff. But remember, everything is based off choice. Even when it came down to Job, right? Remember, it says in Ecclesiastes 3:15, and I know I'm doing a lot of quoting, through 16, the Lord requires which is past, and various other scriptures too, right? But when it comes down to like things like the MOTB and stuff, you ain't gonna get punished for that and stuff because you did some shit in your past. That's gonna be a present thing that you're gonna have to make a decision on. And if you don't make a decision on and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna, for one, you're not gonna get punished by it. You know what I'm saying? You see, you know, and guess what? It's something that you're going to have to get on your own. You're going to have to get it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can maneuver here, maneuver there, and whatnot and stuff in all these various ways and whatnot. No, you're going to have to take the MOTB by yourself. Meaning that, guess what? They're going to present it. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you know about it, you know what I'm saying? You know, because everybody going to know about it and stuff, right? Because ain't no way in hell everybody going to hate us. You know what I'm saying? if they don't hear what we say. And the MOTB, the mark of the beast, you know what I'm saying, the implantable device, the micro C hip, you know what I'm saying, in all its forms, guess what? You're going to have to be presented with it. You're going to have to be presented with it. You know what I'm saying, and then, you got people and stuff, it's like, oh, you got disenchanted, and, that disenchantment and stuff is the fact that you don't believe on Yahweh Shai anymore. That's the disenchantment. Because it's Yahweh Shai and stuff had the heads taken off him, and yeah, Yahweh Shai was still part of the elect. You see, you know, even Apostle Peter, the heads and stuff was taken off him and stuff. That's why he denied Yahweh Shai 3 times. You know what I'm saying? But he's still part of the elect. Samson had a hedge and stuff because he broke the covenant and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That his mother and stuff had made and stuff with him growing long hair and whatnot and stuff, right? And it was only temporarily and whatnot and stuff. But once his hair and stuff started growing back, and power came back and whatnot. But temporarily, what happened? That hedge and stuff got cut off. You know, got taken off. But guess what? He's still part of the elect because you can't break the vow. You see, that's why I always speak about when it comes down to the spirit, you can't, they can probably touch DNA, modify it and whatnot. We can change your DNA. We can do this or this, that, and the third is part of your DNA or it's in your DNA. Ain't no way and stuff for you can say they can't touch the spirit. Job 14 and 5 and stuff, bounds that they cannot pass. Even Israelites get bounds that they cannot pass. And we the salt of the earth. There's certain things that we just can't fucking do. Why? Because the Lord ain't give it within our power and stuff to be able to do so. You see? Right? And it goes the same way with the heathens in the heathenistic field, Israelites and whatnot, what I'm saying, who have spiritual tests and stuff. Why? Because they like wickedness. They can't sit up here and do anything to hinder somebody's salvation. You see? You know? They can hinder their own though. They can most definitely do that. While you over here trying to fuck somebody else over, right? 144, Lord willing. While you over here trying to fuck somebody else over and whatnot, guess what you doing? Fucking yourself up. Hebrews 11 and 6. It says the Lord is rewarder of them that diligently seek him, right? That diligently seek him, right? But guess what? They diligently seeking something else. They trying to fuck somebody else. So they don't got time for the Lord. So therefore they fucking themselves over. They want to destroy somebody so much. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? You doing such a good job, you destroying yourself. But guess what? They're themselves and stuff is not the target and stuff. But guess what? It becomes the target because they're not diligently seeking after Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. You see? You know? What the scripture says, it says a wise king know how to destroy his enemies. You know what I'm saying? This right here, if you got enemies and stuff, when it come down to living according to the truth, you know what I'm saying, or speaking the truth and whatnot and stuff, right? It's the best way. You know why? Because look, the very thing that you doing, right? The very thing that you doing and stuff is that all you doing is helping people. You know, all you doing is helping individuals and whatnot and stuff, right? And if they want to come up and fight against you and whatnot and stuff, it's like, hey, look, hey, he put me in this job description. This is the job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just following protocol and whatnot. Can't get mad at me. Woo. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then at the same time, if you really passionate and stuff, you one of those honor students and whatnot, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? You one of them honor students and stuff, and you going tooth and nail and stuff just so you could you in like every fucking activity, every fucking club, you know what I'm saying? What the Woo say, if you like one of them, the thing is that guess what? You just putting it out there, not just, to have a certain name for yourself, but you doing it, you know what I'm saying, because you truly want to help people. You got certain jobs out there, even volunteer work with people and stuff. It's like, but you don't get paid and stuff. It's like, but I like doing this. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Reactor from Ratchet and Clank Deadlock. What did he say? He's like, but baby, I'm trying to give these kids the gift of learning. This is something that he really wanted to do. He wanted to teach. He wanted to teach the children and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got individuals out there and stuff who's gun ho for the things and stuff that they like to do and stuff. And guess what? That's in a helping position. So when it comes down to it, even if their life is on the line and stuff, that's what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You know, you had soldiers back in the day and stuff where they really wanted to fight for the country and stuff and wasn't just trying to get the benefits or knew that they was going to get a whole bunch of money or they was going to be so-called set and whatnot and stuff for life, or when it come down to their children and stuff and generational wealth. You had certain people in the army who was literally fighting because they wanted to protect the people. Well, guess what? That's our job too. But guess what? With words and reason. And when the Lord said and stuff, that guess it's gonna get physical later down the line. But the Lord said He dwelleth with those, He dwelleth with none, but those that dwelleth with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? So with that being the case, all we doing is helping the people and stuff. And if they don't want to take the help, they gonna get destroyed. Your ass got a long ass cold and whatnot and stuff, and you can't sweat it out because sweats come with it. You can't sweat it out, you know. And it's like eat this chicken noodle soup, take this manuka honey, and they don't want to take it and stuff, and they still fucking sick. You know. What the scriptures also say, scripture says and stuff to feed the enemy. They gonna it's gonna heap coals on their head and whatnot. They're gonna be angry and stuff, right? Right? They gonna heap coals, anger and stuff upon their heads and whatnot and stuff. But when it come down to it and stuff, right? The thing is that they're gonna be through. I mean, it's like I'm giving you help. You know what I'm saying? It's like this one guy and stuff. If I had like some little extra food and stuff, even stuff that's not packaged and stuff and not unpackaged. I ain't opened it or nothing, so I try to give him something and stuff, and he just turned his head. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, shit, fuck it then and whatnot and stuff. And then you don't have to be that, but you do it in a rude way and stuff sometimes. So I don't even bother no more. But when it come down to and stuff, it's like, just imagine. You know what I'm saying? You helping somebody and stuff. Or what's that old saying? And I'm gonna wrap it up. Uh, um, right? Walking past this, it says, fear not, God is with you, repent. Right? That too. Right? So here it is. Right? So in the end, you know, uh, um, you had the individual. You have the individual. Look at that. You have the individual. You know what I'm saying? Where uh, you have an individual where uh, you have an individual where oh, bear with me. You have a now I forgot my train of thought, Slocky. Right? But you know, you just gotta, no, it's like what it says in Proverbs 29:1. He that being often reproved hard his neck, meaning that he don't want to hear you because he feel like that he constantly getting got on and whatnot and stuff because evidently and stuff you ain't fixed what's being addressed. You know what I'm saying? So they hard their neck, man. They don't want to listen to you no more. Shall be destroyed and stuff without remedy. You know what I'm saying? Or the individual and stuff who's the old tale and stuff where they sitting in the body of water and stuff, praying to the Lord and stuff with nothing else is around them. You know what I'm saying? And then where they die from hypothermia or they die and stuff from a shark eating them or whatnot and stuff, right? And pretty much what happens, shark, whale, whatever, right? Or whatever happens and stuff, right? They pray to the Lord asking for a miracle. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is simple, the simplicity in Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you need help. I'm finna send 3 boats. You know what I'm saying? One boat and stuff gonna come through and stuff. You ain't gonna take the help. 144 again, right? You gonna got one boat that walk past. Go past, float past, asking for help and stuff. You gonna say no. The Lord got me when He did it right there. Boat you gonna pray again and whatnot because you still in that midst of trouble. He gonna send another boat and stuff because your ass in the water, right? You know what I'm saying? They got food and everything. Maybe you hungry, give you some hot soup to warm you up, right? Lawful too. And then here it is. You say no, the Lord got you and stuff. The third one come through, third boat come through and whatnot and stuff, and you say no and stuff, and they go all the way and whatnot and stuff just to fucking help you, and you still deny it and whatnot, and saying that the Lord won't help you because you want it to be done a certain way, but what you asked for and stuff was given, and you deny it and whatnot, and now you waking up, and the Lord is there and stuff, and you seeing the Heavenly Father's face. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you over there, it's like, why you ain't come help me and stuff? It's like, nigga, I did. You just wanted a certain type of way and stuff. Nigga, you ain't asked me and stuff to save you some type of way. Nigga, you just asked me to save you. And I sent 3 boats, nigga. And your ass didn't want to take none of them and stuff because you wanted it some other type of way. Nigga, I gave you what you asked for. You know? And your stupid ass and stuff was too dumb to take it. You see? Right? So imagine, we're giving them help. We're bringing them to the water and stuff. They dehydrate as hell. I need some water. I'm parched. Giving them everything and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that they not taking it. Well, you die. If you die, that's your fault. You ain't blaming me. But guess what? You know, since you don't want to partake in this water, which is delicious, since you don't want to partake in stuff in this food and stuff and these various snacks and whatnot, I'm gonna help myself and anybody else that come through who want to partake and stuff. Guess what? It's plenty to share. Like how Yahushua only had a little, the few pieces of bread and whatnot and stuff, and the fishes and stuff, and turned it into a banquet and stuff to feed 5,000. You know, motherfuckers saying they starving and stuff. You need to eat. What's that old saying? Closed mouths and stuff don't get fed. Yeah, right. But this is so we're giving you the help. Oh, you got a boo boo and stuff. We got band-aids. No, I don't want band-aids. But then that wind, you know what I'm saying? You know, individual and stuff with you know, let's just imagine stuff that had happened and stuff. You know, you have a sore throat, so you gargle warm salt water and whatnot, maybe with a touch of lemon in it and whatnot and stuff. Right, and motherfucker spit that out and stuff, and one of them specks land on your fucking knee. You gonna be stinging like you got 100% alcohol being sprayed on your stuff, man. Not the 70%, the 100%. Because the 90% stuff, it stings too. You know what I'm saying? Even the green one and stuff, it stings less, 50%. Well, imagine that 100% on your ass. Somebody on some asshole shit and stuff, and they squeeze it all the way and stuff, you know, so it can be vigorous. A vigorous spray and stuff on that knee wound. It's gonna heal it, but it's gonna hurt. Yeah, right? But anyways, you know, we're helping you. We're helping you. And when it comes down to everybody else and stuff, it's like, well, we're helping you too and whatnot and stuff. What your help cannot include to stop believing in the Lord or stop doing the work of the Lord. The famine of the word is gonna come, and when that happens and stuff, then cool. You don't have to worry about it. But a lot of people ain't gonna wait for that. So this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 7. It says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness. It says in destruction, yea, we have gone through deserts. This is where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. We have not known it, right? And why? Because they didn't want to get to know it. Or it wasn't towards their liking. It didn't fulfill the lust of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? They want to try new things and stuff and drink from another cistern and whatnot and wondering and stuff why they boiling up, wondering why they bubbling up, wondering why and stuff. They get a rash here and there, eczema there and there and whatnot and stuff because you drinking and stuff water that ain't fucking purified. It ain't even clean, but you desperate as hell to get it, you know? And they just being told and stuff, it's like, now drink this water. You know what I'm saying, you know? Or you know, they drink the water and stuff, the smart water and whatnot. They drink the smart water and stuff, but that water and stuff is really acidic. You know what I'm saying? Even though it look clear and whatnot and stuff, but it's still acidic with heavy levels of acidity and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want, and they wondering why they getting sick, having blood problems and skin problems and stuff, and muscle problems and spasms all over the place and stuff, because they ass like what people like to call themselves. It's like, oh, I love me a toxic female, or I love me a toxic bitch, or when the females be like, oh, you toxic when it moved the war and whatnot and stuff, and shit never work out for them. You know what I'm saying? That's because you toxic. You know what I'm saying, right? And it says we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, it says we have gone through deserts where they lay no way, right? Meaning no path. When it come down to dunes, sand dunes, and you trying to find the spot, and you don't know how to measure out the sun to go out in certain directions. You know what I'm saying? You know, you through, right? Through as hell. You know what I'm saying? You walking in circles, right? And it says, and then what happens when it come down to a sandy dune and whatnot and stuff? You know, you get the walking, small little breeze or creature come through and whatnot, and your footprints and stuff get covered up, and you can't sit up there and be like, damn, did I go this way? Your ass probably did a whole 180 and whatnot and stuff, and think you still going straight, lost in the sauce. And it says, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. So they're gonna come to a realization that they wasted their time, that they're not gonna know and stuff what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's when they're gonna seek the Lord where He's not to be able to be found. And what is not being able to be found? Yeah, you come across the Bible, you come across an apocrypha, probably able to sit up here and do some things and stuff to get certain apps going and whatnot and stuff, right? Probably even get to do that and stuff. The thing is that you have no understanding. So therefore you're gonna be looking for one who does. You know what I'm saying? You know, and imagine, man, the one and stuff who did understand and stuff, it's like you over here with your buddies and stuff. It's like, man, we killed that nigga and stuff. And then boom, it's like, yeah, he the only one and stuff that we know of and stuff who knew. Fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? But guess what? He endured to the end. You know what I'm saying? And you got to sit up here and worry about still enduring to the end. When guess what? You know, his steps and stuff was marked, and then that mark for the Dawad, exit from judgment. You know what I'm saying? He get translated, he on the chariot and whatnot, and that time in the spirit realm and stuff works way faster and stuff than the physical realm and stuff that we live in right now. So sucks to be you, but I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Shaba Habakkuk. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. Oh, and I'm gonna read this first verse 8. It says, and what have pride profited us? Remember, pride separates you from your maker. There's a way that seemeth right unto the man, but the end of his ways and stuff is death, and it ain't gonna be martyrdom either. It says, or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us? Right? So they're gonna be through. They're gonna be upset. They're gonna be like, here it is and stuff. This is what we was laying upon. We was getting constantly told and stuff that wasn't the right way. And the thing is that we didn't listen and stuff. And it's like, damn, so I put all my time and work and effort into a way and stuff that was towards my demise. Why the fuck did I kept going in this? You see? Vain glory. Because it seemed glorious and stuff, but guess what? It was vain. Because it wasn't according to the Lord and stuff to give you a benefit from it. You see? All the benefit and stuff was nice and dandy at that time and stuff, but it worked out. It worked out an end and stuff that you didn't want to deal with. You see, you know, right, right. An end and stuff that you more than likely and stuff want to avoid, but you couldn't see it afar off. So therefore, you had to suffer it. So I hope this video was edifying. I like to give all honor and glory to you. How about you, y'all? Shabbat Habakkuk. That one is the apostles, a great millstone, and citations to the elect, which we go to be. Shalom, well, Baba, Kwam Yasharala.